there everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we entered a Pokemon contest for the first and only time, and while we didn't win, we got a nice second place, so you can't be too mad at that. It was our first contest, we didn't really do any serious prep beforehand, so we take what we can get. And we've begun climbing up here on Mt.Pyre, looking here for Team Aqua, who's apparently causing some mischief, or so to speak. Or at least we saw him head this way, so there's a good chance we'll find them here. And as we were climbing up, something kind of unexpected happened. Our good old Mt.Pyre here actually evolved from a Cacnea into a Cacturn, which surprised the heck out of me because I thought it was level 35 it evolved at. But no, I forgot, it's level 32. So yeah, we have our second fully evolved Pokemon on the team now, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately though, it still has a pathetic grass type move for its main attacking move, but don't you fret. Very soon we'll be able to fix that up. You'll see soon enough. That being said though, sorry there hasn't been an upload in a little bit, guys. I kind of got into a little bit of a whack sleep schedule, and I was trying to make it work out. I'm sure anyone else here who's watching this probably understands what sleep schedule I'm talking about. I like to call it the gamer sleep schedule, where you just start going like staying awake all day and night, and you just keep mixing and matching. I think it's pretty chaotic, but I'm sure you guys understand. That being said though, here we are today. And also, one last thing, okay, I guess I can explain during this battle here. But in the last episode, we started climbing up this optional path through Mt.Pyre, which, trust me, you really, really want to go up here. There's a really nice reward for you at the end of this, and there's a bunch of items to grab along the way. However, there is a bunch of trainers here, and I don't think you guys want to sit through and watch me battle every single one of them, so even though it's just the opening of an episode, I think it is best that we do a fast forward with music, once again, just until we get to the top of Mt.Pyre here. Again, I'm sorry that we're doing it right at the start of the episode, but I think personally it's probably the best way to handle things. That being said, hope you guys enjoy. Cue the music. Okay, we made it through, and that last year there, Valder had a friggin' Wobbuffet, which is a very, very interesting Pokemon. I already talked about it before, like how you're supposed to fight it, but that was a really interesting battle. That being said, that we made it up here to the top, so it is time to claim our reward. And our reward is something very well worth our time. TM30 Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball here is a pretty famous move. I think any Pokemon fan knows what Shadow Ball is, but let's talk about it quickly for those who do not know. Where is it? There it is, Shadow Ball. Hurls a dark lump at the foe and may lower special defense, which is kind of funny because in this generation, but this is before the physical special split happened, so even though Shadow Ball is actually a physical attack because Ghost is physical in this game, it actually lowers special defense, so it's a little weird like that, but it got fixed in the future games by it being a special move, so yeah, don't worry about that. That being said though, 80 power, 100 accuracy, Ghost type move, definitely a good find. And okay, I knew Weezy could learn it, but why could you learn it? This is just the running gag of this project at this point where every Pokemon can learn TMs I'm not expecting them to. Seriously, what the heck? My team can learn like every TM in the book. That being said though, we are absolutely giving this to Shuffit. This thing will be a monster of this, so we definitely want to give it to it. The question is though, what move will I replace for it? Oh, also, while we were in that fast forward montage there, I actually got to learn Will-O-Wisp as well, which we'll talk about in just a second here. But first of all, Shadow Ball. See, Screech can actually be pretty useful as it sharply lowers defense, so that's 2 stages, which makes it so that physical attacks will do way more damage. But Curse could also be a good sacrifice move against things. A Nightshade could be good against things that resist Ghost. Then again, not a lot of things resist Ghost now that I think about it. It's only Dark, really. And Steel. Screw it. I'll get rid of Screech. Oh, we'll get rid of Screech. I don't know how many times I'm gonna use Curse throughout this project, but who knows? Maybe I just cursed it to happen, you know? Anyways, dumb puns aside, let's go over here. Let's talk quickly about the new move that we learned before we keep going on. Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is a 75% accuracy move that inflicts burn onto the opponents, which is pretty handy. It's definitely worth that 50% chance to miss, because burn not only does a little bit of chip damage every turn to the opponents, but it also cuts their physical attack into half. So it greatly reduces the power of physical attacks coming at you, which can be very, very useful, as you can probably imagine. A little bit of a lesser known effect about burn, but a very, very useful one. That being said, though, we gotta go through here to get the rest of the items that we missed, and here we got a Lax Incest over here. I said incest, no. Incense. You two don't demonetize me, please. Let's go. Let me just see here. A whole item that's slow. Okay, so this is basically a bright powder, but in an incense form. So, slightly lowers the accuracy if you have it onto your Pokemon as a held item. That being said, I think we have to go down here to the next item, if I remember correctly. I think we got it. We did. All right, nice. Good thing I remembered. So yeah, these holes here, they're kind of like the, what do you call it? Like the Seafoam Cavern like holes like you find in Fire and Leaf Green, or just, you know, red and blue and yellow. So it's kind of cool to see them make a comeback. This is the first time seeing them in Pokemon Emerald, so, you know, pretty neat. Oh, one more thing too. I could just talk about it. I don't need to open up the menu for every single item. But the Sea Incense we just picked up is basically a Mystic Water, but it's actually an incense instead. Incense, not incest. Why do I keep saying that? I don't know why it keeps coming out like that, but it does. Now, before we go forward, I'm going to quickly heal up our Pokemon here. I'm going to heal up Shuppet and heal up Damsel, because we are now going on to the other path that I mentioned last time, which is where we're actually supposed to go. As although we've been doing so far here, Mt.Pyre has been completely optional. You don't have to do anything of that. But again, Shadow Ball is a pretty good reward if you ask me. Especially if you got a ghost type like I do. That being said, I think it's time for Pietro's time to shine. He hasn't got a proper battle, and I made sure not to use him during the fast forward because I wanted his first battle on camera to be his debut. And also, I'm going to be quiet here for a second because this music is some of my favorite music in the game. Enjoy. Gonna interrupt you here for a second as we got Skill Swap, which I'll talk about that in just a second. Such a freaking cool song. And this is the only place in the entire game that it plays, which is such a shame because wow, is it such a cool song. Combined with the atmosphere of Mt.Pyre with all this fog rolling in and how it's climbing to the top of this mountain of the mourned dead, it is such a cool atmosphere. I gotta say, even though I'm a complete whip to horror things inside in real life, like I'm pretty like under control of myself until I get to something like that's meant to be spooky. Even with that being said, areas like these in Pokemon are some of my favorite in the entire series. That being said, though, I'm pretty sure, yep, there's a hidden item over here. That's right, kids, Nintendo's promoting grave robbing by getting us a free Ultra Ball from this tombstone. I feel kind of bad, but let's just move on and hope that doesn't put a curse on me in the afterlife or something. I think there's one down here too. More grave robbing and some pretty good items too for grave robbing. So, you know, at least if you're gonna do something pretty evil, at least you get rewarded well for it. That sounded way worse coming out of my mouth. Let's just keep going forward. Alright, up here at the top of Mt.Pyre, we got some Team Aqua Grunts. Looks like we found where they were going. And I think Team Aqua is the perfect candidate for Pietro to get his first spot in the sun. I said sunlight. I meant to say spotlight. Whatever, you get the point. I'm trying to be cool, okay? Ha! Too bad for you. If you came early, you'd only have to battle the wimpy Team Magma. But since you arrived now, you have to take on us, Toughies. Toughies. It's a funny way of saying it, but alright, let's do this. Alright, Senor Pedro, it's your first battle. Let us make this a beautiful one. Yeah, Carvana at that, that's actually perfect. Ah, yeah, look at our cactus. He's grown all big and strong now. All prickly and ready to shoot some pin missiles. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. 1. That did half its HP. Wow. 2. 3. I should be counting in Spanish, but whatever. Hit 3 times. Not bad. Those needles supposed to be extra sharp. They've done a lot of damage. Ugh. I should let you take on Team Magma first. There we go. 1 down. Another 1 to go. No! Little Team Magma Goons got ahead of us. We can't fall behind. Alright, Pietro, round 2. Let's do this. You're on a win streak right now. A win streak of 1. Let's make it 2. Uno dos. And this is possibly the worst Pokemon ever to fight. For a friggin' grass type. Crap. You know what? We got Feint Attack. And this has a stab bonus now because I'm also a dark type. Look at this. Ooh, good damage. And I resist that now because I'm a dark type too. Look at that. Ah, I love dark type. Not bad, Pietro. Not bad at all. You're doing great. Keep it up. I thought you were one of those Magmas who had to come back. I am not. I'm not wearing a red funny hood. Can't you tell? You guys all wear the same thing after all, so I thought you'd be able to figure that out, but whatever. Okay, 1 more. Looks like we got a double battle here. You know what, Brett, get in here. You're the lowest level, which is kind of surprising for me to say. I never thought I'd say that, but here we are. You. We say I'm not Chidney. You don't belong to either team, so why would you be here? Oh, I know. You tried to join Team Magma, but they wouldn't have you. Well, I don't think we'll let you join our Team Aqua. Alright, fine then. Sheesh. You're missing out. Alright, let's do this. And oh, they're doing the Bro Fist, yeah! I love the Bro Fist. The Pokeball. The Pokebros Fist. I don't know. They have a Whalmer. That's not a Pokemon you see every day. Alright, that should be perfect time for Pietro to do some absorbing. And we'll do Strength on the Puchiana. And wow, okay, that Puchiana is going to the grave. It's going to the graves that are among us, around us. Because holy crap, that thing exploded. Should have hit level 33. Thank you, experience share, being oh so handy. Maybe I should put the experience share on the Bread, honestly. Never thought I'd say that, considering Bread used to be like our ultra powerhouse who just annihilated everything. Zorb, you're so weak. I need more damage. I need to do more Demaglios. Oh crap. Alright, Whirlpool, I can't switch out. Not that that means too much. We'll Pin Missile you, and we'll do a Strength on you. That should be enough. Wilmer's got a lot of HP, but that should be good. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, perfect. We both got 1 Pokemon left. However, if this Pin Missile goes through well, then this should be a 2-on-1. And it goes the absolutely worst possible it could happen, and completely misses. Just my luck. I'm blaming it on the Let's Play curse. I haven't mentioned that in a while, but trust me, it's still a thing. I believe in it fully. There goes the Zubat. And now this Pin Missile is going to do some damage. There you go. Alright, Uno. Dos, that's all we needed. Alright, nice. Gratis. I'm probably butchering your language, and I very much apologize for Spanish speakers. We've done it, and we've destroyed their Pokeball, the Pokebro Fist. If you're going to mess with anyone, let it be Team Magma. If you want to join Team Aqua that badly, we can consider it. I think I'll pass. And oh. It's a familiar face. Team Magma's Maxi got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The Red Orb preserved at Mt.Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. F you, F you, F you, F you, F you. Now I can bring our ultimate objective to fruition. Okay, team, we're pulling out. Oh no, this cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. What are those men trying to do with the 2 orbs? Oh yes, was it Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first? Well, no haste to left this behind. I couldn't imagine what exactly it could be. I'd like you to have it. Perhaps it'll be useful in some way. We get the Fire Emblem. I mean the Magma Emblem. Yeah, that's it. And let's see what this thing's all about, shall we? Magma Emblem. It's a the key item, so it sounds important. Let's check this out. A metal-like item in the same shape as Team Magma's mark. Could be useful. Never know. And you there, good sir. What do you gotta say? Mt.Pyre is where we call in the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is the high place where one can see all of Hoenn. The disembodied spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. It is coincidence that you are here. Will you hear out my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn region? Sure thing. It happened long, long ago. The world was wrecked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in massive infernos and vicious storms. The blue orb and the red orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs and becalmed the enraged adversaries. The pair, made docile, dove deep into the sea, where eventually they disappeared. Sounds like one hell of a tale, and if these are the same red and blue orbs that we've been hearing about, the Team Magma and Team Aqua got their hands on, this could be rather disastrous if we don't get onto that, so maybe we should try and find them and get those orbs back, shall we? That being said, though, unfortunately, this is the last we're going to be hearing of this awesome soundtrack, guys. This awesome song, not the entire soundtrack. Don't worry, the project's not ending yet. That being said, though, I gotta say, this project has been going on forever. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. Like, this is what, like, I've always had fun playing Pokemon, so, like, I'm not complaining about the project being a long one. But I thought this project would pretty much be done by now, or at least I'd be doing the bonus videos at this point, but... yeah, apparently a leak in your room and getting cold sores and a bunch of other things just happened to create quite the mess. But it's okay, because we're here now. And we are here to become a Pokemon Master, or something. And then again, I think a Pokemon Master is supposed to complete the Pokedex, but if we take a look at our Pokedex here, I've only caught 15 Pokemon. I'm sure May's beating me in that regard. Oh, well, what can you do? That being said, though, we are now done all business here at Mt.Pyre, I was going to say before we got interrupted. Hello there. Alright, shove it, I've seen like 20 of you so far, and I already have one of my own. Skedaddle, Skadoodle, get off my, noodle. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's just get out of here. Can I walk 5 feet without a wild Pokemon appearing, please? I said we're done here, now we have more things to do. Okay, I believe we're not gonna use a repel. We're gonna get out on this attempt. All right, ready, go. Go, 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 go. Ah, god damn it. Okay, fine. I'll use a repel. Sheesh. That's what I get for being a cheapskate. Remember, kids, winners don't use repels. Is what I would say, but are you serious? The last friggin' step. Oh my god. Shove it. I love you. Okay, you're a really cool Pokemon. I'm happy you're on my team, but please. Go away. Thank you, God. Alright, we're out here. Route 122. Feels nice to be out of there after all that. Before we go anywhere else, though, you're going to want to head on over here if you have a Grass-type Pokemon in particular. Down on here to Route 123. You're going to want to talk to this lady in particular. I love Grass-type Pokemon. You're a Grass-type Pokemon? Oh? You're a Grass-type Pokemon too, don't you? I'm so happy you can have this as a token of our friendship. By showing her a Grass-type Pokemon, you get TM19, which we definitely want. I tried choosing my Grass-type Pokemon, unlike a tree doctor. Aw, that's nice of you. That being said, though, our reward for talking to her is right here. TM19 Giga Drain, which is a strict upgrade from Exorb, as it functions exactly the same, but it has triple the power, being 60 power instead of 20, which is a much better alternative than our good old Exorb. And what the frick? What is it with Pokemon learning TMs that I don't expect them to? What is Trapinch doing learning Giga Drain? What? I'm not even gonna ask questions anymore. Let's just keep going. Okay, Exorb, be gone. I do not want to see you ever again. It is finally time to have a real damaging grass type move. Only took to level 32, but here we are. Alright, I think we could keep going throughout this route. However, I think we're just going to not bother with that. Slap on a repel because we have to go do some more surfing. And we'll head back to Lilycove because there's a little bit more business we have to do there. And normally I might cut away, but you know, we're pretty close there. I think we'll be fine. We'll just listen to some nice surfing music on our way. gotta say this. I mentioned it before, but first of all, I know this region is filled with water. It is filled to the brim with water. We've already talked about this, but I gotta say, with how fast surfing is and how lovely of a tune you get when you're surfing, I personally have no problems with it whatsoever. I actually quite like surfing in this game. It's pretty fun. That being said, though, if this were Diamond and Pearl, yeah, I might agree. That's a topic for another day, though. That being said, we want to go over here. This is the part of the town we actually haven't really gone to yet, and I think in this house there's something we want to do. Let me check. Oh, what was that? I'm not near awake yet. You can have this. And if I talk to this old fellow here, I call him old, but he doesn't look that old. You get TM44. Oh, sleep is essential for good health. Sleep and regain health. If it wasn't obvious what move you got from talking to this guy, let's go check it out. You get TM44 rest, which puts you to sleep for 2 turns. However, it fully restores your HP and removes any status problem you have. So, pretty handy move on tanky Pokemon. That being said, though, I don't think I have a use for it. Now, where we want to go is right over here, to this guy. There, Wilmer, leap out of the water now. Huh? What do you want? You're messing with our trading, so you can, like, get lost. Buddy, I don't mean to be rude, but, I think they're dead. They didn't move at all. You're the worst trainer ever. Alright, we're not actually here to see him, but I thought that was kind of funny. What we're actually here for is, right, not a wild Pokemon encounter. I really should remember to put repels on. I'm level 18, really? Hey, you know what? This is our battle. It's a battle. Let's show off our new Giga Drain here. But however, as you can see, Giga Drain only has freaking 5 PP, so it kind of runs out pretty quickly. So that's kind of a problem. But besides that, it's a pretty good move. Very handy move. That being said, though, let me see. Do I have any PP ups? If I do, I definitely want to use them now. I don't. Well, crap. That might be a problem in the future then. But for now, it should be fine. We want to head on over here to Aqua's hideout. Or sorry, Aqua hideout. And very happy music for an Aqua hideout. Unfortunately, though, we cannot get in, even if we wanted to. What? What? You're Team Magma Grunt? I heard Team Magma was trying to awaken an awesome Pokemon at their hideouts. But where would the hideout be? Alright, interesting hint. What? What? Are you a Team Magma Grunt? Alright, Team Magma's after an awesome Pokemon at Mount Chidney. But what is that Pokemon like? Well, thanks to these idiots, we actually have a clue where to go now. Apparently, they're doing something near Mount Chidney, and we got a Magma emblem. So, who knows? Maybe we can do a little bit of Magma meddling, so to speak. If we go over that direction. That being said, however, I know this episode was a little bit short. We finished up business on Mt.Pyre and whatnot. However, I have to run all the way over to Mount Chidney, and I have no Pokemon that have Fly, so I'm gonna have to run all the way over there. Either that or I can catch a wild Pokemon and use Fly like that, but you know. That being said, though, I think it's a pretty good place to end out this episode. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And next time on Pokemon Emerald, we'll be heading on over to Mount Chidney and seeing if we can do some Magma meddling, as I just mentioned. See you guys then.